Hey guys, so why do you think it is that nice guys always finish last? Why do girls reject and dump the nice guys? Well, in this video we're going to go over what it is about the typical nice guy syndrome that is such a turn off to women. So for the purpose of this video, when I talk about nice guys, I don't mean kind, good-hearted men. I mean the guys that are people pleasers but have an ulterior motive. So they're not really genuine and they're kind, playing a role, so they're not really that nice after all. And I am going to go over a few signs that you might be a nice guy. You want to ask yourself these questions to find out if you fit in the nice guys who get rejected role and what you can do about it. So I am not going to go with standard definitions, but here is my definition of a kind man: an authentic straight shooter without ulterior motives, who's gentle, not a wussy, not weak, but kind of go with that. Now, for the purpose of this video, what's a nice guy? Well, in this case, it's an inauthentic manipulator with ulterior motives and intentions, selfish intentions. So a good man, not selfish, kind, nice guy. For the purpose of this video, someone who's got an ulterior motive and is only nice. Here's the key: only nice to get something from someone else. When it comes to dating, women are very intuitive about feeling the incongruency of the nice guy with ulterior motives. Okay, so why is that so off-putting? Well, let's look at what I wrote. I wrote this and it's so good. I'm going to read it. When you give something but you have a secret, an expectation of getting something in return that is not a gift of genuine altruism, it is an uncommunicated emotional extortion. So it's not a negotiated agreement. So not only are you giving to get something, but you're expecting something. Let's say in this case her affection, attention, loyalty, devotion, body, whatever it might be, and you haven't even expressly negotiated what it is that you're exchanging. So you expect something just because you're giving something. That's not a gift. That's not actually being kind or nice. That's being manipulative. So let's look at some of the signs that you might be a nice guy as opposed to a kind guy, and then some questions you can ask yourself to further find out if you are the have nice guy syndrome. Okay, so nice guys, they tend to be people pleasers, so they don't like saying no and they don't like disappointing people. Now that's normal. Most people don't like disappointing others, but when you do it to the point of, or because you have an expectation of getting something in return, even if you're not consciously aware of it, then that's nice guy syndrome. Number 2, you're insincere. So you say something because you think that's what they want to hear. You don't want to disagree with them. Number 3, you know down deep inside you have an ulterior agenda. You have a hidden motive. You want to get the girl, and it's not really about what's necessarily good for her or best for her. It's more about you want to get her. Number 4, okay, this one's kind of tricky, but you can't be trusted, and you typically don't trust yourself. Why? Because you will say whatever it is you think you need to say or do to win her approval. Not genuine. Okay, next one. Oh golly, you'll love this one. Passive aggressive. So you provide good deeds or words or whatever, and then when you don't get what you want, then you give the cold shoulder, or you punish her in some other way, even if it's not expressed outwardly, even if you just feel resentful inside yourself. Don't worry, the questions are coming up. I know some of you are like, oh gosh, this is me. Yeah, it's common. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, insecure and uncertain. You're insecure and uncertain, insecure generally within yourself, and because you're so used to providing the opinions and agreement with whoever might be around that you're most interested in impressing, you don't really even know what your true opinions and beliefs are about certain things, which brings us to the next one, which is you have difficulty making decisions because you don't really know where you stand on lots of different things. So you can end up with paralysis analysis or analysis paralysis, where you just can't make a decision without asking a lot of different people what to do, and you will listen mostly to the one that you want to be with, even if it's not really true to what you really want deep down inside, but you don't know that because you don't know who you are. Next, oh, got to love this one. You try to be a mind reader, or you think you're a mind reader, so you make assumptions. So Ashley doesn't text you back because she's busy at soccer practice or playing the banjo or whatever she might be doing, and you just assume that she's purposely being mean to you, or that she's avoiding you, and she might be, but she might just be busy or whatever. So if you harbor resentments, that's like a pretty big red flag for yourself that you might be acting too nice. Along those lines, you agree with everything that she says. So you might agree with everything that she says because you have so much in common, but you will refrain from engaging in any kind of conflict conversation because you only want her to think that you're just so alike, that you must be compatible, and then she'll be absolutely drawn to you. And as much as that sounds nice, that's actually a perfect way to end up in the friend zone, which you probably already know. But anyway, so if you do have any differing opinions, you tend to not express those because you only want to be seen as being the same. You come off as being needy or anxious, like anxious to be with her, anxious to spend time with her, anxious to get messages from her, or whatever the case may be. She will think of you as clingy, and you may or may not know that, but that's one of the signs. All right, and of course this is the ultimate that you may or may not be aware of, that you come off as being beta and weak, so there's no alpha qualities there. Now the big mistake that typical nice guy syndrome guys have is thinking that women want bad boys and jerks. No, only damaged women want bad boys and jerks. I did a video on damaged women, you should watch it, but healthy quality women who are emotionally intelligent, they don't want bad boys or jerks. They want a guy who has the opposite of these qualities. They want someone who they can actually trust to be authentic, and I am going to do a more detailed video on what all those qualities will look like. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Make sure to click all so you don't miss my Just the Tip Tuesday videos when they come out, and you won't miss that video. Okay, so here's some of the questions that you can ask yourself if that list didn't already kind of indicate to you that you might be a nice guy that's too nice and maybe not really that nice after all. Then here are some questions that you can ask yourself to figure out if you are really too nice and maybe not really that nice. 1. When I do nice things, either a specific nice thing or all the nice things in general, am I expecting something in return from her? And if so, what am I expecting? 2. If I am completely honest with her and I don't think she'll like that honesty, whatever that is, am I worried about her reaction, and why does that matter? 3. If what is truly best for her or what makes her happiest in her own mind is in me, is in you, how will I feel about that, negative or positive? If you feel negativity or resentment, nice guy syndrome. And 4. If I am not what she wants, or if I am not best for her, would that change my behavior around her? How so? And number 5, kind of along those lines as well, is if I knew I could never have her size, would I act differently? So ask yourself those questions and stay tuned for how to not be so nice. In a future video, I am going to share with you what the opposite of these are and what women really want from men, and it's not niceness. No, women think they want a nice guy, but they don't respond well to nice guys. Nice guys don't get music